Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw. In this video, I want to talk about abuse. I want to talk about punishment. I want to talk about the reality and give you something to think about for the lifter that spends the first 3, 4, 5 years of their career building muscle, adding a lot of strength. I want to tell you, in my opinion, what most of you should probably do after that point so you don't beat the living hell out of your body. Before I get into this topic, if you have any questions or comments, check out the link below. Come on over, submit your questions. The best questions I turn into videos just like this. All right. I've been doing this stuff forever. Lifting for 32, 33 years, whatever the heck it is. I see a lot of guys that are still around my age that are still grinding it and hammering it and smashing it. And you see stories of like Ronnie Coleman with the hip replacement and all that kind of stuff. And just older guys like me in their 50s just beating the living hell out of their bodies. And I want to give you some advice. And I want to give you an opinion. I want to give you some things to think about. Here's the reality. If you do things right and you attack progressive overload for the first 3, 4 years of your lifting career, you're going to build 95% of the strength and muscle you'll ever have as a natural lifter. So you go in, you do the big lifts, you do progressive overload, you're eating right. You gain 25 to 30 pounds of muscle. Your squat is somewhere over 450. Your deadlift is somewhere around 525, 550. Your bench press is around 325. You're pretty darn strong. You're pretty darn beefy as a natural. After that point, you have a choice. You have a choice. You can ignore the physiological reality that you're not going to get a lot more, you're not going to add a lot more strength or a lot more muscle at that point in time. So you can embrace that reality and you can enter maintenance mode, or you can embrace that reality and continue to punish the living shit out of your body for the next 25, 35, 45 years. And what I mean by that is attacking training the same way you did the first 3 to 4 to 5 years, where you're going hard and heavy and hard and heavy with a quality amount of volume. Now, what I think you should do, the average person who's not trying to squeeze out the last, who's not going to spend 30 years to squeeze out 2 pounds of muscle because it's not worth it, or who just doesn't really give a crap if they ever get to a 400-pound bench press. You know, it's 99% of us. 99% of us just want to remain healthy, build a base of strength, build a base of muscle, look good, be strong. And this is basically for you guys. You guys have a choice after you have reached 95% of your potential, even 90% of your potential, to continue to beat the living crap out of your body for the next 25, 35, 45 years, or to train a little bit more cyclical, where you're not attacking every set with a maximum amount of weight, where you're not attacking necessarily every workout, isn't just hardcore Super Bowl, gun it, kill it, overtraining, the super grind. I'm going to go punish myself. I'm going to go beat myself up. You have that choice because, let's be honest here, if you continue to pound yourself up with volume and with heavy weight once you're already strong, you are going to beat yourself up and you're probably going to feel like crap when you get to 50 years old or 55 years old. And those are the years where you really want to be enjoying the benefits of training hard, of building some strength and muscle, and you want to be functional and not have to worry about knee replacements and hip replacements and impingements and all that kind of stuff. So here's something to think about. Once you have built a solid base of muscle and strength, it's very easy to maintain. You can drop your volume back to even like 9 to 12 sets a day. You don't have to do a lot of heavy sets. You can go in and do like 2 sets of 8 on bench press and then do a bunch of assistance work or, you know, accessory work or whatever. So just know that after you reach that 90 to 95% of your potential, you can dial back the volume. You can dial back the number of heavy sets you do. That doesn't mean that you have to do pussy work. You can still do like a 4x10 or a 5x10 on assistance exercises. Like I'll do a 4 to 5 set by 10 rep using 110s, 120s on dumbbell bench press. So I'm not exactly going light, but on the other hand, I'm not trying to push that right now and get it up to 1 4 sets of 10 with the 150s on dumbbell bench press. You might, if you still want to build some strength, you can go in and do 1 to 2 sets where you push it on the heavy exercises and then back off a little bit on the intensity. But you know, there's a million ways to structure training, but really what I want to do with this video is give you guys something to think about. Once you have been in the gym for 3, 4, 5 years, you've built 90 to 95% of your all the muscle and strength you'll ever build as a natural. You have a decision to make. Do you continue to go into the gym and pound the living hell out of your body by pushing for progressive overload on every set and keeping that volume up? Or do you train a little bit more wisely and train with a little bit more of a maintenance focus in mind? That doesn't mean you go light. That means you only do a couple heavy sets, and then the volume of the majority of your work might be 3, 4, 5 sets of 10 on a good quality assistance exercise like dumbbell bench press. But you dial back the volume a little bit as well. So you dial back the intensity a little bit, dial back the volume a little bit, and maybe switch to a bro split because it gives you more recovery time. So you got a bro split, you're dialing back the frequency, you're dialing back the intensity, the overall intensity, you're dialing back the overall volume. And this, in my opinion, is what most of us should probably do after 3 to 4 to 5 years in the gym, so we can be very functional and feel fit and healthy when we're in our 50s and 60s. So again, to repeat, I'm not telling you not to do heavy work. I'm not telling you to go light. But I am saying after you get to this level, you can dial back the intensity and not do as many sets as hard and heavy. Dial back the volume, dial back the frequency, and just enjoy the benefits of what you've created and enjoy them for a long time in your 40s and 50s and 60s and even in your 70s and 80s if you take care of yourself and get that far and still want to lift. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, check out the link below. If you've made it this far in this video and have yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I'd appreciate the support. And drop your thoughts and comments below and tell me what you think on this subject. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.